As soon as the attack on Caliph Umar radiallahu anhu took place, he fell to the ground. The attacker, Abu Lu'lu'a, a Persian slave, tried to flee the mosque, but the Muslims quickly caught him. Realizing he had no escape, he used the same dagger to slit his own throat and died on the spot. The Muslims then carried Caliph Umar radiallahu anhu to his home. When they tried to give him dates soaked in water and milk, the liquids began to pour out of his wounds rather than reaching his stomach. Upon seeing this, the physician said, "O leader of the believers, remember Allah, because your survival is now impossible." Upon hearing this, Umar radiallahu anhu began to think about the future of the Muslim Ummah, this vast empire that had become the greatest superpower of the world. The question in his heart was, who would be the next caliph? One by one, prominent companions and generals began visiting Umar radiallahu anhu and giving their suggestions for the next leader of the Muslims. One man said, "O Amir al-Mu'mineen, you are the caliph of the greatest empire on earth. It is only natural, as is the custom of kings, that your son should succeed you. Appoint your son Abdullah ibn Umar as the next caliph." Umar radiallahu anhu looked at him and replied with sorrow, "May your thoughts be destroyed. I have never ever wished that the caliphate remains in my family. I do not want the Islamic leadership to become like the Roman or Persian, where power is confined within a single bloodline." Umar radiallahu anhu had now clearly removed his son from consideration, and the people of Medina were left wondering, who would he nominate? Eventually, Umar radiallahu anhu called his son Abdullah and instructed him to write, "After me, I consider only 6 men worthy of becoming the caliph." These 6 were not ordinary people. They were among the 10 companions, Ashara Mubashara, whom the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, personally promised paradise during his lifetime. But there was a complication. Out of the 10 promised paradise, 1 was Umar radiallahu anhu himself. 2 had already passed away. 1, Sa'id ibn Zayd, was excluded due to being a relative of Umar radiallahu anhu. This left 6 eligible companions. Umar radiallahu anhu made it clear again. He did not want the caliphate to become a family matter, even indirectly. However, he instructed that his son Abdullah ibn Umar be part of the process, not as a candidate, but as an advisor without the right to be chosen. Before his death, Umar radiallahu anhu gave the Muslims strict instructions. As soon as he was buried, the 6 nominated companions were to be locked in a house in Medina. They had only 3 days to reach a decision and choose one among them as the 3rd caliph. 50 armed men were to guard the house to ensure that none of the 6 sought outside influence or consulted with their tribal supporters. Finally, Umar radiallahu anhu gave his last command. Once the decision was made, every Muslim must accept it, and anyone who refused should be executed.